Welcome in everybody to your WWE Survivor Series 2017 review, guys. Survivor Series just went off the air a couple of minutes ago, and I'm gonna say that this show was a really good Survivor Series. Like the card going into it was really good, and awesome. I enjoyed it. Like the AJ Styles Brock Lesnar match. Let's talk about that. Like that was really awesome. The Usos versus the New Day was awesome to open up the show, and not only that, we had a great Usos and Sheamus Cesaro match. I mean the bar, sorry. So we kick off Survivor Series 2017 off with a pre-show match. It was Enzo versus Kalisto. Enzo gets the win. He retains the title. Then we had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They win their match. Out to the main show. So we had the New Day versus the Shield. Now these guys had an awesome match, and I will see these teams having a good match, maybe at WrestleMania or maybe at SummerSlam at some point, because like these six guys put on an awesome match, and like the false finishes and the simple wrestling moves they did was just awesome. Like I would love to see these like six guys have another rematch. But the Shield get the win with a triple powerbomb onto Kofi Kingston. They did like some other spots in there where they had like competition with Big E and Roman Reigns. And yeah, they had some good spots with those guys. Kofi and Xavier. The one spot I want to talk about is like Kofi and Xavier are like doing like a double like body slam on Dean and Seth, which I thought was pretty cool. The ending comes where obviously the Shield will do a triple powerbomb on Kofi to get the win. So Shield get a bragging rights over the SmackDown New Day for the win. And then after that, we have a SmackDown Women's match. But before we have that, we have Stephanie McMahon on television once again, hogging TV. I don't want to talk about it. You know what would be perfect for Stephanie McMahon's character on TV? A blue dot. You know what they give Christian on TV? A blue dot, because if they give her that blue dot and then mute button, I wouldn't have to hear her. Like, just imagine how much peace us wrestling fans would have when we don't have to hear or see Stephanie McMahon on our television screens. Oh, I can imagine it now. Anyway, that's just me back on Stephanie there. I just don't like her character. Like I said last week, I don't like her character, not her as a person. Like her as a person is awesome, but her as a character sucks. Um, then anyway, we had the women's match, the 5-on-5 women's match. It was Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. I'm not gonna go through all the eliminations because I don't want to spend like all day on this video. So I just want to talk about like the key things that happened in this match. Like Nia Jackson to me having a good standoff in the match. We had Sasha Banks and Bayley get eliminated, thank God, because I am not a fan of those guys. Asuka was the sole survivor. The Italian Tamina did quite well, kind of double teaming not Tamina, Asuka, but that didn't work to no prevail. And yeah, Asuka is your sole survivor for the Raw team. I thought it was a good, decent match. Then after that, we get the Bar versus the Usos and versus the Usos. This is a really good match here. Like we had a lot of good chemistry between these guys. Like they were doing super kicks and false tags. I think they even did like a twin switch at one point, which was really good. And then the ending comes where one of the Usos attacks Sheamus from the top rope, because I think one of the Usos was Sheamus was going to do like a like powerbomb or something to the other Uso, and then like one of the other Usos hits like a someone drop, and it went all crazy there. And then I think Jimmy or Jay hits the super kick on Cesaro, and then another one to Sheamus, and does a frog splash and gets the win. And yeah, Team SmackDown get a win back. Then it was Baron Corbin versus The Miz for the IC title. Now, this was a decent match. It wasn't like the best match on the show. It was decent. It fitted right on the card. Baron Corbin is super underrated, like in my opinion. Like I know his wrestling skills ain't that good, but him as a character, as a heel, how he can get over and how he can really make a crowd boo him really makes me think that why is this guy not a top heel? And when you've got somebody like a Jinder Mahal who was a top heel for SmackDown and who still is a top heel for SmackDown, who was the WWE champion, why could they not give a chance for Baron Corbin as the WWE champion? And then when I see him in a mid-card feud, I'm like, why are you wasting this guy's talent? And then the same with The Miz. I've said that for the past year now. The Miz should be the next WWE champion. But you know, I'll say it so I'm blue in the face. The Miz and Baron Corbin are main event guys, and that's that. But Baron Corbin gets the win with the ends of days. They planted the Maurice was on. Maurice came back and she was planted in the crowd, obviously to get some heat from obviously Baron Corbin saying that here's your daddy line and whatever. Then after that we had Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte. This was probably Alexa Bliss's best match on the main roster. Like since she's been on the main roster, like this is her best match she's had. Like her and Charlotte have really good chemistry together, and I mean I'd like to see a rematch between these two, but I would have liked to seen Alexa get the win here, but unfortunately Charlotte got the win, and yeah, and yeah, my girl was cheating on me, so yeah. But this ain't about my girl, that's the Bliss. This is about the Survivor Series. But anyway, Charlotte gets the win. She gets the win for SmackDown. Why did I say that Alexa was part of Team SmackDown? She's part of Team Raw. My God, I mean, what the fuck was I doing there? Anyway, moving on. Back to a match I did like here, and we had AJ Styles, the WWE champion from SmackDown Live, the face that runs the place, versus Brock Lesnar. And you know what? This was the best Brock Lesnar match I've seen in about a couple of years because Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles kicked ass. AJ Styles is one of the greatest of all time. Now, you can say that I'm a mark for saying that or I'm a fucking AJ Styles fanboy. I don't care, but AJ Styles for many years has become the best wrestler, not only in WWE, but in New Japan, in TNA, in Ring of Honor, whatever company he's been in, whatever company he's wrestled in. He's always been the MVP of that company, and he can get a good match out of anybody. Jinder Mahal, Brock Lesnar, anybody, you name any guy that AJ's faced, he can get a good match out of them. And it showed right here. And I was sat there wondering to myself, like, how much is Vince McMahon paying Brock to actually put effort into his matches? I even said that to some of my friends on Facebook, like, how much paycheck, how much in the paycheck is he actually getting paid for putting effort into his matches? That's what that's what I'm thinking there. Like, is it six figures or is it more than that? But it was a good match. Brock Lesnar was with a mid-air F5 because AJ was going to do the magnificent, as I would say, the magnificent forearm or the phenomenal forearm, as AJ would say, for the win. And Brock Lesnar caught him and he hit the F5 for the win. So Raw get another win there. Then we get, I'm sorry about coughing, guys. I do have a bad cold. So if you guys hear me coughing a lot, I have a bad cold and it just sounds terrible. So I do want to get past this review real quick. Then we have the main event, and it's the 5-on-5 main event, and it's Team Raw, which is Captain Kurt Angle, Triple H, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Braun Strowman versus Team SmackDown of Captain Shane McMahon, John Cena, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Bobby Roode. Before I even start this match, I have one complaint to talk about. If we was going to set up Braun Strowman versus Triple H, why did we throw under the bus why did we throw under the bus a Shinsuke Nakamura first, a Bobby Roode, a Samoa Joe to just then get to the end game, which was Braun Strowman versus Triple H angle at the end? I don't get it. Like, I understand you want to build it to an angle slowly, but this was fucking not good because here's your top three guys on the two SmackDown guys and a Raw guy, you know, getting featured television every week, and then you're putting more focus on Triple H, a part-timer that is barely there and doesn't, you know, isn't on the house shows or anything like that really that much, and you give him more time than you give the full main roster. Now, what does that mean for the main roster? That's a slap in the face to those guys, because those guys are away from their families like 365 days a year, and then you just give more TV time to Triple H, and then that didn't make any sense. And then Shane McMahon and Randy Orton having, like, they was in there the longest. Finn Balor was in the match longer than John Cena and Samoa Joe and all the rest of those guys. Finn Balor, the charisma vacuum. Finn Balor. I know it's stressful with Triple H, but my God, he was in there longer than he should have been. So anyway, we get down to the final three, and it's Shane McMahon, Braun Strowman, Kurt Angle, and Triple H. And Kurt Angle and Shane are in the ring. Kurt's got Shane in the ankle lock, and he's going to tap Shane. And then Triple H pedigrees Kurt Angle, eliminates and puts Shane over Kurt Angle, so Shane eliminates Kurt Angle thanks to Triple H. Then Shane's like, "What the fuck? Are you teaming up with me?" And then they played off on commentary like these two brothers-in-law hate each other. They don't like each other. They want to kill each other. Oh, well, literally speaking, they do. I don't know if they want to do it in real life. I hope they don't. Then after that, Braun's like, "What the fuck are you doing, Triple H?" And then after that, Triple H's like, "It was all planned. It was all planned." And after that, Triple H wins the match. He pins Shane, and then Braun Strowman grabs him by the throat, and he's like, "Don't you ever do that to me." I cannot do a Braun Strowman impression. Never do it. Ask me to do that again. That was cringy. I won't do it again. But after that, Triple H is still trying to celebrate. He's like, well, he actually attacks him. He's like, "What are you doing, man?" And then after that, Braun Strowman does 2 body slams, and then that was it. That's how Survivor Series ended. And yeah, Survivor Series 2017 ends with Braun Strowman standing tall, and it looks like Braun Strowman versus Triple H at WrestleMania. I was surprised we didn't see no Jason Jordan here. Maybe to cost Kurt Angle and make him lose the match, but it looks like Triple H did that. So no Triple H Kurt Angle looks like now, unless they change their plans again and they go for Triple H and Triple H and Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, which I don't know if I want to see that now. I think I'm more excited between a Brock Lesnar. Stop saying Brock Lesnar. Triple H and Braun Strowman feud. I'm more excited to see that over a Kurt Angle and Triple H feud at this point. I mean, these guys, I will see that these guys tear the house down, like Braun Strowman and Triple H. I don't know if it's gonna be a gimmick match or just a basic one-on-one match, but yeah, I mean, pretty cool for those. So yeah, what do you guys think about the rest of 2017, guys? I thought it was a really good show. Like I said, I didn't like the ending. The main event, it started off really good, and then it went kind of flat in the middle. And then I didn't like how they pushed under the bus Nakamura, Rude, Joe, and guys like that. I didn't like that to just get to the ending. It was just pointless to me. So yeah, what do you guys think about the show? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I will check you later. Peace.